Cupid, the god of love, fell deeply in love with Psyche, a mortal woman of extraordinary beauty. Their love was pure and intense, a connection that transcended the boundaries between the divine and the mortal realms. Cupid, with his golden wings and enchanting arrows, was captivated by Psyche's grace and kindness. Their love story began in secrecy, hidden from the eyes of the gods. Venus, Cupid's mother, consumed by jealousy, forbade their union. She could not bear the thought of a mere mortal being the object of her son's affection. Venus, the goddess of beauty, felt threatened by Psyche's allure and sought to keep them apart. Her jealousy burned like an unquenchable fire, driving her to devise cruel plans to test Psyche's worthiness. She demanded Psyche complete dangerous tasks, impossible for a mortal. These tasks were designed to break Psyche's spirit and prove her unworthy of divine love. From sorting an enormous pile of mixed grains to retrieving golden wool from fierce sheep, Psyche faced each challenge with unwavering determination. Her heart, though burdened with fear, remained steadfast in her love for Cupid. Aided by divine intervention, Psyche persevered, proving her love and devotion. The gods, moved by her plight, sent help in various forms. Ants assisted her in sorting the grains, a reed advised her on how to safely gather the wool, and an eagle fetched water from a dangerous stream. Each act of kindness from the divine realm strengthened Psyche's resolve and showcased her resilience. Cupid, unable to bear her suffering, revealed himself and pleaded with Jupiter, the king of the gods, for their blessing. His heart ached seeing Psyche endure such trials, and he could no longer remain hidden. Cupid's plea was filled with desperation and love, a testament to the depth of his feelings for Psyche. He begged Jupiter to intervene and put an end to their suffering. Jupiter, moved by their love, granted Psyche immortality, allowing their love to blossom eternally. He recognized the purity and strength of their bond, deciding that such love deserved to be eternal. With a wave of his hand, Jupiter transformed Psyche into an immortal being, her mortal worries and pains vanishing in an instant. The divine light that enveloped her signified the gods' acceptance of their union. Cupid and Psyche married in a glorious celebration, a testament to the power of love to overcome even the greatest obstacles. The wedding was a grand affair, attended by gods and mortals alike, a symbol of unity and acceptance. Their love story, once fraught with challenges and heartache, now stood as a beacon of hope and perseverance. The celebration was filled with joy, music, and laughter, marking the beginning of their eternal journey together. Their love, defying the will of the gods, had triumphed, proving that true love knows no bounds. Years passed, filled with joy and laughter. Cupid and Psyche welcomed a daughter, a beautiful child named Hedone. However, their idyllic life was not to last. Eris, the goddess of discord, fueled by a petty grievance from the past, vowed to disrupt their happiness. Eris learned of Hedone, a child untouched by her influence. Every child was subject to Eris's touch, except Hedone. Enraged, Eris devised a plan to sow chaos and unhappiness into their lives. One day, a shimmering feather landed at Psyche's feet. It pulsed with an otherworldly light, captivating her with its beauty. Unbeknownst to Psyche, this was no ordinary feather. It belonged to Morpheus, the god of dreams, and held within it the power to enter the realm of dreams. Intrigued and yearning for a glimpse beyond reality, Psyche picked up the feather. It dissolved in her hand, enveloping her in a swirl of iridescent smoke. She found herself transported to the ethereal realm of Morpheus. The realm of Morpheus was a place of wonder and terror. Dreams swirled and danced, taking on fantastical forms. Psyche, initially captivated, soon felt a growing unease. She witnessed visions of her past, the trials she endured at the hands of Venus. The visions twisted, becoming grotesque and menacing, reflecting Venus's lingering resentment. Fear coiled in Psyche's heart. Had she truly escaped the goddess's wrath? Section 5. A sister's jealousy. Meanwhile, on Mount Olympus, whispers of Hedone's immunity to Eris reached a jealous goddess, Hera, queen of the gods. Hera, always vigilant and ever watchful, prided herself on her influence and control over both gods and mortals. The news of Hedone's immunity to Eris, the goddess of strife and discord, was a blow to her pride. How could there be a being beyond her reach, untouched by the chaos she could unleash? Hera, known for her vindictive nature, couldn't bear the thought of a being untouched by her power. Her mind raced with thoughts of how to reassert her dominance. She was not one to let such an affront go unchallenged. The idea of someone living a life of peace and happiness, free from her influence, gnawed at her. She needed a plan, a way to bring this being under her control, to remind everyone of her supreme power. She decided to use Psyche's mortal sister, a woman who harbored a long-forgotten envy for Psyche's fortune, as her pawn. Psyche's sister had always lived in the shadow of her sibling's beauty and grace, and Hera saw this as an opportunity. She knew that envy, once rekindled, could be a powerful tool. Hera approached the sister, her words dripping with honeyed poison, reminding her of all the ways Psyche had been favored by the gods. Hera appeared before Psyche's sister in a dream, filling her head with lies about Psyche's lavish life and supposed arrogance. She painted a picture of Psyche living in opulence, basking in the adoration of the gods, while her sister struggled in obscurity. The dream was vivid, almost real, and the sister awoke with a burning sense of injustice. Hera's words echoed in her mind, fueling her resentment and jealousy. The sister, her heart poisoned by Hera's words, agreed to help the goddess in her scheme. She felt a renewed sense of purpose, a chance to finally step out of Psyche's shadow and claim some of the glory for herself. Little did she know she was merely a pawn in Hera's grand design, a tool to be used and discarded. But for now she was determined to play her part, driven by the hope of finally being seen and acknowledged. Section 6. The trials begin. Hera, manipulating the threads of fate, orchestrated a meeting between Psyche's sister and a group of nymphs. The nymphs, unaware of Hera's influence, gossiped about Hedone's beauty and grace, claiming that even the gods themselves envied her charmed life. The sister, consumed by jealousy and fueled by Hera's lies, decided to take matters into her own hands. She would prove that Hedone was not as special as everyone believed, and in doing so, take revenge against Psyche. Section 7. Seeking help from the divine. Back in the realm of Morpheus, Psyche found herself lost in a labyrinth of her own deepest fears. The walls seemed to close in on her, and every turn she took led to more confusion and despair. The flickering torchlight cast eerie shadows, making the maze even more daunting. She called out for Cupid, her voice echoing through the dark corridors, but no matter how loud she screamed, her pleas seemed to vanish into the void. The silence that followed was deafening, amplifying her sense of isolation. Desperate and on the brink of giving up, Psyche remembered the tales of Hecate, the goddess of magic and crossroads. She had heard that Hecate could be invoked in times of dire need, and with nothing left to lose, she decided to seek her out. Kneeling in the darkness, Psyche whispered a fervent prayer, calling upon the goddess for guidance. To her astonishment, Hecate appeared, cloaked in shadows, but with a compassionate expression. The goddess held a glowing object, illuminating the darkness around them. Moved by Psyche's plight and determination, Hecate decided to offer her assistance. Hecate handed Psyche a scroll inscribed with an ancient riddle. She explained that the solution to this riddle would reveal the path back to reality, and, more importantly, to her beloved Cupid. Psyche, though weary, felt a glimmer of hope. She knew that solving this riddle was her only chance to reunite with Cupid and escape the labyrinth of her fears. With renewed determination, she began to contemplate the riddle, her mind racing to decipher its meaning. The journey ahead was still fraught with challenges, but with Hecate's guidance, Psyche felt a newfound strength to face whatever lay ahead. Section 8. A love that conquers all. The riddle spoke of the one thing that could break even the strongest enchantment, a mother's love. Realizing that her sister's envy stemmed from Hera's influence, Psyche knew she had to act fast. She had to save her daughter and free her sister from the goddess's grasp. With renewed determination, Psyche focused her will and broke free from the dream realm, the feather reappearing in her hand. She knew she had to confront her sister and expose Hera's lies. Section 9. Psyche's reward. She returned to her palace, her heart heavy with dread. She found her sister trying to convince Hedone to stray into a forbidden part of the forest. Psyche confronted her sister, exposing Hera's lies and revealing the goddess's manipulation. The sister, realizing the extent of her deception, broke down in tears. The enchantment broken, Hera, her plan foiled, fled in a rage. Section 10. Happily ever after. Peace returned to their lives. The sisters reconciled, their bond strengthened by the shared ordeal. Hera, humbled by Psyche's unwavering love and forgiveness, lifted her curse. Hedone grew up loved and protected, untouched by the envy and jealousy of the gods. Cupid and Psyche, their love having weathered yet another storm, lived happily ever after. Their story a testament to the enduring power of love and forgiveness.